At 80, I found out my will was invalid. The lawyer said it was too late. Intro. The moment everything unraveled. It was supposed to be simple, clean, final. I was 80. My papers were in order. My children knew what to expect. I had the folder, the instructions, the documents with highlighted notes. I thought I had done everything right. But the lawyer didn't smile. He didn't nod politely. He didn't congratulate me on my preparedness. He said something that stopped my heart. "Your will is invalid." I stared at him. Invalid? I had been planning this for 20 years. I had written it, reviewed it, rewritten it. I had it notarized, dated, initialed, stored in fireproof boxes. But none of it mattered. Because a technicality, a single missing signature, a witness who wasn't legally qualified, a line of unclear phrasing, meant that everything I had worked for could be flushed down the drain. 1. The illusion of control. I believed I had control over my end-of-life wishes. But at 80, I learned that control is fragile. It doesn't matter if you're the head of the family, the one who worked 2 jobs, who bought the house, who saved every penny. It doesn't matter if you planned your funeral to the letter and divided your estate with perfect fairness. If the document isn't legally airtight, it's legally nothing. That's what they don't tell you in all those senior financial workshops. That's what your bank representative doesn't explain when you ask about joint accounts. That's what your doctor doesn't say when he hands you a health directive form. The paperwork gives you peace of mind until someone tells you it never counted. 2. The lie of it's just a formality. I had a neighbor once who told me, "Wills are just formalities. Family will always do what's right." Well, my family tried. But the system didn't care what was right. It cared what was legally binding. The wrong word? It mattered. The wrong witness? It mattered. A form I thought was signed, that I swore I signed, was blank in the eyes of the law. That piece of paper I had clutched in my hands like a shield? It may as well have been blank. 3. The chaos that followed. When I found out, I tried to fix it, but I had just gotten out of the hospital. My memory wasn't as sharp. I had good days and bad days. And that's when the lawyer dropped the second bomb. Your capacity may be challenged. What? Apparently, if someone, a relative, a judge, a doctor, decides you're no longer mentally capable of drafting legal documents, even fixing a will becomes a battlefield. They question your lucidity. They doubt your decisions. They start asking if you've been manipulated. And just like that, you're on trial for your own mind. 4. The family unraveling. When I told my kids, panic set in. Who gets what? Who decides now? What if the court splits things? What if probate takes years? The arguments began, not because they were greedy, but because now they were terrified. The clear path I had laid out was gone, and what remained was a legal maze with no exit signs. 5. The cost of rewriting history. We tried to write a new will, a fresh one, clean, clear. But now every lawyer wanted assessments, capacity evaluations, family meetings, forms, more forms. And time was not on my side. We missed key deadlines for insurance transfers. We triggered a tax audit. My grandchild's education fund got frozen due to pending estate clarification. All because I didn't do one thing right 20 years ago. 6. Who really benefits when your will fails? Want to know who wins when your will is invalid? Not your family, not your friends, not your charities. The court wins, the government wins. Probate attorneys make thousands. Fees are deducted. Time is lost. Public records are created. Everything you tried to keep private becomes part of a bureaucratic mess. And the people you love most? They're forced to wait, to fight, to prove what you meant, because you didn't prove it the right way. 7. the emotional aftershock. No one talks about the guilt, the shame, knowing you were responsible for this confusion, that your failure to protect your legacy turned into the very pain you tried to prevent. I saw my children cry. I heard my granddaughter say, "But I thought she wanted me to have this." And I could say nothing, because even though I was alive, my will was already dead. Chapter 8. What you need to do. Today. If you think your will is in order, double-check it. If it was written before your state changed laws, update it. If it was witnessed by the wrong people, redo it. If it's handwritten, throw it out and start again. If you used a free template online, get it reviewed. If you haven't had a lawyer read it word by word, make an appointment, not next week, not next year. Today. 9. The hardest truth. No one will protect your legacy except you. Not your lawyer, not your bank, not the state. You. You are the last line of defense between peace and chaos. And once you're gone, there's no going back. You can't explain what you meant. You can't correct a signature. You can't clarify your intentions. So make it clear while you still can. I'm 80, and I had to rewrite my will from scratch. I had to fight to be heard, fight to be believed, fight to reclaim control. Don't wait until you're where I was, too old, too tired, and almost too late. If you've ever said, "I'll get to it later," hear me now. Later comes fast. And the law doesn't wait. Fix your will. Protect your family. Because peace doesn't happen by accident. It happens because you demanded it.